The personal foul. We are more than familiar with this type of foul. In the course of a game, it occurs roughly 22 times and is responsible for much of the stoppages in game. For those who don't know, when a player commits 6 fouls in a game, they're disqualified from the contest. This has only happened 8 times in LeBron James' historic 17-year career, and only twice in the playoffs. His foul outs are rare moments in history, and we're going to be looking at every NBA playoff game he fouled out, and how it affected the outcome of the game. Let's take a look at June 3rd, 2012, LeBron's first career foul out in the playoffs. It occurred on one of the grandest stages of all, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics. If the Heat lose this game, the criticism that has surrounded LeBron since his days with Cleveland will yet again be reinforced. That he doesn't show up in big games. Remember, up until this point of his career, he still hasn't won a ring yet. He made the finals last year, but we know how that went. So back to this moment now. The Heat are down by 1 and there's less than 2 minutes left in OT. LeBron is about to foul out with 29 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. But let's take a step back from that. How are they even in this position? This is a team that stomped the Celtics in 5 games last year, but are now on the cusp of dropping 2 straight to them. Well, the Heat haven't exactly been playing good today. LeBron himself has 7 turnovers, while Wade and Chalmers are shooting a combined 11 of 35 from the field. And Bosh is not on the court today. He suffered an abdominal strain in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals and has not been cleared to return. But let's give credit where credit's due. The Celtics have come out firing today. Their starters are all in double figures, and if it weren't for a second half rally by the Heat, they would be away with the win right now. Back to this moment now.
Boards for Haslam to go along with 12 points. And an offensive foul on LeBron James. He's fouled out.
LeBron James fouls out with the Heat down by 1 with only 1:51 left to play. The Celtics, with possession of the ball, call a full timeout to drop a play that helped them extend their lead. They come out with Ray Allen, a man known to be clutch, shooting a 26-foot three-pointer to extend the lead. But he misses. Luckily, they secure the board, and KG, a former MVP, shoots a 26-foot bomb and misses. But somehow, they secure the offensive board again, and KG takes another crack at it, shooting a jumper just 3 feet from the net and misses. The Heat secure the ball and let the time tick down to 24.9 seconds before Shane Battier launches a 3 and misses. With their backs against the wall, they foul Rondo. He goes to the line, a career 61% free throw shooter, and misses the first. Then he reloads, rethinks, and shoots the second one. And it falls, putting the Celtics up by 2. The Heat call a timeout and give the ball to Wade. He dribbles at the top and is able to shake his defender for a wide open look from 3. And clanks it off the rim. The game ends 93-91 Celtics. The next time LeBron would foul out in a playoff game would just be a year later, on May 28, 2013, in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals again. But this time, it was against the Indiana Pacers, an up-and-coming young team composed of Paul George, the reigning most improved player of the year, Roy Hibbert, the future 2-time All-Star, Lance Stevenson, the professional agitator, David West, the scrappy, veteran power forward, and Frank Vogel, the tough, defensive-minded head coach. This core group stands in the way of LeBron winning back-to-back NBA titles, and they are about to get him to foul out with 56 seconds left in the game. But let's rewind from that. How did this young, inexperienced team get LeBron James to foul out the game? The officiating is an explanation. It's been a story of the 2013 playoffs. There's been shaky calls and more foul disputes than usual. But a lot of credit should go to Roy Hibbert. He's been the main reason why LeBron entered the fourth with only 2 fouls, but still managed to foul out the game. Hibbert's been putting a lot of pressure on the Heat's defense, dominating the post, gobbling up boards, and drawing fouls. But there's another player the Pacers fans can thank, and that is Lance Stephenson. He's been lights out from the field, and the primary reason why the Heat have been playing catch up most of the game. So back to this moment now. There's 56 seconds left on the clock. The Pacers are up by 4 and Wade is being guarded by Lance. LeBron comes up to free him.
Offensive foul. That is number 6.
LeBron fouls out. The Heat, down by 4, turn to Wade, a man known to prosper in these moments. He gets the ball and travels, turning the ball over. With 26.9 seconds left in the quarter, their only hope is to play the foul game. They foul George Hill, who sinks 1 of 2 free throws, putting the Pacers up by 5. The Heat call a full timeout and drop a play for Ray Allen, a man who hit one of the greatest shots in NBA history in a month's time. He gets the ball, launches from 3, and misses the shot. The Heat scramble and fail to secure the rebound and are forced to foul Paul George, who drains both free throws, putting the Pacers up by 7 and essentially the game out of reach. That would be the last time LeBron James would foul out of an NBA playoff game, giving the Heat a record of 0-2 when he fouls out. The most surprising thing about this is, in both these playoff games, the Heat failed to score a single point after he was disqualified from the contest. That's all we have for today. This is Earn Your Ranks, where we only talk about ball. Signing off.